Hello, everybody. Greg here with KillerReviews.com. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, if I may be so offensive. It's 2019, December 9th. Um, so a few people have approached me and they said, "Hey, man, where are those videos where you talk about what you bought recently?" So I thought it'd be fun to do another one of these. So yeah, let's begin. Um, so for Black Friday, oh my God, the deals were crazy awesome. And I really tried to like not buy like 20 movies. Um, if you buy everything you want, then you know, w- like what are you gonna get next year? It's like I always like don't go crazy buying movies because it's always fun to have some that you need. That you need. For me, need. So all right. So the first one I picked up, and I'm gonna give you the guys the prices too. So Batman versus Superman. I got this mainly because of the Ultimate Edition. I've never seen. I think it's another 30 minutes. It has over here. Plus, it has 2 hours of extra content, and I love that stuff. So I believe this was $4, 3.99. And I also bought some movies for my son that I can't mention because he'll probably see this video before Christmas. So this one I'm super excited about. It's interesting. I'm more into the DC stuff versus the Marvel stuff, which is really weird because I think the Marvel stuff makes much better movies. That studio, but I think I just like the cast. I like Ben. I like Wonder Woman. Superman, not loving him. Henry. I picked up this. This was $5.99. But glare is bad. So yeah, this one is funny. I went through this week and I went through all my Christmas movies. And my Christmas collection is a disaster. Like I have DVDs literally from like 20, probably even 25 years ago. I have some Christmas movies that have the old cardboard case with the little plastic slide and it clips this way. And the whole cover is cardboard. Yeah, so I gotta start getting a little bit more serious with my Christmas Blu-ray stuff. But I need good deals because I can't spend $15 on like Christmas Vacation or something. Um, Psyched about this one. I've been waiting for this one to drop in price. This is one of my favorite movies. Let me check this glare. There's a glare, Claire. So yeah, Sicario 4K. Um, I've been waiting to get this one for a 4K release. It's been out for probably at least a year on 4K. This was $7.99, I believe. Super, super excited about that one. And then I got the sequel. This was like $11.99. And I didn't love this movie, but I believe there's going to be another Sicario. At least there was at some time. Hopefully it's still going to go through. But I just want the trilogy, and I'm excited to. I just like this world. I love the drugs and the sand and the music and the guns. Benicio, Mr. Brolin. Yeah, so I'm a big fan of that series. Hopefully, I'll like it better the second time. And then my wonderful girlfriend bought me this. I'm a big fan of that girl, and I can't believe her name is escaping me. Sansa from Game of Thrones. I know her name, but I'm on the spot. I'm freaked out. But I like this movie. I've seen it twice now, and it's got a commentary track, a documentary. It's interesting. There's a good amount of special features on these movies now. I don't know if it's 4K, if that's what it is, but almost everything I bought has commentary tracks, which is freaking awesome. Yeah, so I mean, another one I have right here has another whole documentary too on it. So yeah, I love this one. It got really shit reviews. I don't know, man. I don't follow the series at all. I kind of watch them here and there. I don't care about the ongoing story. So maybe the story sucks. But I thought that some of the sequences were just unbelievably cool. So I'm a big fan of that movie. And then let's do this one. I picked up. So that's it for the Black Friday. Wasn't I good? So those like 4 or 5 movies. Plus, I bought two for my son that were $3.99 each, and they're good movies. Here's another one I picked up yesterday. This is how much I like this movie. I saw this movie once before. Over the weekend, I showed Melissa the movie, and she's like, I don't like these movies. Like they're so like confusing, and I just don't get them." But I tried this one, and she liked it. And now I watched a few more with her. And over the weekend, she's like, "Okay, okay, okay. I love those Mission Impossible movies." So I mean, I think it's Tom. I mean, like, how can you not like Tom Cruise, right? He's just awesome. So this one again has tons and tons of features on it. More than one commentary track. It looks like additional commentary tracks. This movie is so badass. And then all the extra features. This was $13. This is right now for some reason it's like $10 everywhere. I went like, to my local. It's called Bull Moose, New England. We have like a DVD chain, just a multimedia chain. So I wanted to buy it through them, but this is $10 at Best Buy, which is just crazy. I mean, I don't like, 4K is usually about 20, $25. I don't know why that's $10. All right, so now we're gonna dig into some older movies. Okay, so this one I picked up. You're going Collateral Damage. What? Like, huh? So this movie I saw a long time ago, and it's funny. Like the other day, I'm just thinking like, I remember that movie Collateral Damage like being like pretty hardcore. It wasn't jokey, and it was like pretty gritty. Oh, it's about man. Oh, it's been a long time. There's like a an office shooting. Some guy walked in an office and with a gun, and I believe like his son gets killed, or oh shit, I'm sorry if you've seen this and you're like, this is totally wrong. Somebody he cares about gets killed, I believe, and then he goes to another country to track down the person who did I think it's a terrorist attack probably, and it's called Collateral Damage because somebody he cares about got killed in the gunfire. I apologize if that's pretty shitty summary, but it's been like 20 years since I've seen it. So yeah, there's this. And guess how much this was? $1.99. Yeah, there was this little like by the cash register, a little bin you flip through, and and it was like $1.99 movies. So if I want to ever rent this again, it would be $4. So I just saved myself $2. All right, so one of the things I've been trying to do the past few months. It's funny. This like DVD collecting is such a like a backseat hobby, but it is fun when I go out to just kind of poke around what I need. Just what I need. So I've been trying to clean up my collection. So Mission Impossible. I bought these two. These were $6, like $5.99 each, used. This is almost all used except for the 4K stuff. But yeah, I think I lent these to somebody a few years ago before I had my store, and just never got them back. And it's been driving me crazy that I don't have. It's like I just watch this all the time, but for Halloween I wanted to watch the first one. I didn't have it, so now I have all of them. For better or for worse, I have the marked ones and all that shit. But yeah, and one of these says the unrated director's cut, which you know what? That's always like another like 3 minutes or something, and it's fucking not really worth a shit. But I got those. Yeah, yeah, I just kind of needed them. Mission Impossible 2. I'm on a Mission Impossible kick. It's bad. Um, whatever. I watched a few of them over the weekend. I watched the first one for the first time in a very long time, and it's funny how different it is. Like it's just old, you know. I mean, I think it's from like '95 or like '93 or like some of them have been '90s, but directed by Brian De Palma, which really shows. That's interesting. And when I watch these movies, sometimes I'm like, I look up like the actor, and I'm like, okay, well, who else was, what else movie? Like for instance, Rebecca Ferguson is in Fallout, and also The Greatest Showman. I just kind of like during the movie, I look up like, oh, what was she in before? I'm curious. I'm like, okay, well, who directed? Well, this is John Woo, but like who directed part three? Let's see, J.J. Abrams, whatever. So, some yeah, well, like one of the ones I didn't know, right? I think it was Ghost Protocol, and then I looked up what else they did, and it was like I just do that. Do you guys do that? Like, do you guys look at when you're watching content? Do you like look up stuff and like for instance, Creep Show, right? The other day, I was watching Creep Show thanks to Patrick Southey. He gave me his Shutter account info. But I'm watching Creep Show, and there's the nerdy kid from fuck. It's the second episode in Creep Show. Anyway, I was like, I haven't seen this kid in forever. What has he been up to? I do that all the time. Anyway, I've been on a Mission Impossible kick, and I want to own them all. So I picked this one up. I don't remember this one really at all. I just remember like Pigeons, Mr. John Woo's Pigeons. So I'm curious about that. Um, I picked up this one, Lethal Weapon 2. Oh, sorry, this was $6. $6. Um, I showed Melissa. She's really, really nice about letting me show her older movies, and usually she likes them a lot. At Lethal Weapon, she liked a lot. She liked the banter and stuff. So Lethal Weapon 2, I picked up. I don't have any of these on Blu-ray, and I just kind of want to get them over time. Same thing with Die Hard. I don't have any Halloween films besides Rob Zombie's and the new Halloween. Isn't that crazy? Lethal Weapon 2, it's awesome, but this was like $10, I think. Like you can buy the whole collection for like 30 or 40, but I like having each movie separately. I don't know, stupid. So yeah, whatever. Lethal Weapon 2. Here's one, Pain and Gain. This was like $4. I just some of these I just want to watch again. And I think this movie is freaking awesome. This is the first time I kind of watched a Michael Bay movie, and I was like, oh, he can actually make like real movies. Like he can make good movies. So good meaning like I don't know, like not Transformers and shit. So I like that movie a lot. If you haven't seen it, it's really good. It's based on a true story as well. Coffee break. So some of you may know that I saw Doctor Sleep. Like if you follow me on Facebook, I saw Doctor Sleep. I've been on a Shining kick. I've watched the commentary tracks, behind the scenes, any YouTube interviews I can find on Doctor Sleep and the original Shining. So I was at my 7-Eleven the other day getting a coffee, and I saw this on the shelf, and I've never seen this. I've never seen this, and some of you are going, "What?" So I want to watch this. Never seen it. So let me, is that crazy? Let's see. Pet Sematary, 4K. This was a no-brainer. A Walmart next to me was going out of business. They were, yeah, just kind of getting rid of the location, and they just had a bunch of stuff on sale. I paid $10 for this, and that's what I would have paid for this. I've seen this movie so many times; it's hard to watch it anymore. But Melissa hadn't seen it, and we just watched. I bought this recently after seeing the remake in the theater, so I picked that up. It's got some good. It's got some decent features on it. There's also a making of the Pet Cemetery. By the way, this is the original Pet Cemetery. There's also a documentary that came out this year that talks about the making of Pet Cemetery, which is awesome. Let's see. Speed is one I want to show Melissa, and I didn't have it. And I couldn't believe I didn't have this movie. And this wasn't easy to find. Just like going to stores and stuff, like Target and Walmart don't have this one for some reason. I thought it was like I don't know. I thought everybody would have it. But yeah, so I think I paid like $10 for this though. This wasn't a cheapo. I'm so cheap. I'm like $10 is crazy to spend on a movie. No, but it's old and it was used, right? I mean, but she loved this movie. She loved this movie, as she should. Billy Madison. This is my daughter Bryn's favorite movie. It's so weird. Like I saw this in high school, and all my friends were quoting this movie to each other, like at lunch, where we'd be, just joking, like quoting the movie. And now she quotes the movie. She loves Adam Sandler, and we watched Happy Gilmore. But this and Weird Science, she can watch just anytime, anywhere. So we picked that up for her. This is a really good movie. What If. It's a comedy, and it has also, oh my god, I'm blanking on names. Adam Driver. Adam Driver. He's also the sidekick in this. This is a really good movie, people. And this is usually streaming for free, like on Netflix or Amazon Prime. Uh, it's just awesome. I'm not gonna tell you what it's about. Whatever. It's a love story, but it's like I really like romantic comedies that like get it. That the director has seen a bunch of, or the director and writer or whatever have seen a bunch of those types of movies, and they purposely don't make it like those types of movies. So it's actually funny and smart and doesn't fall into cliches, the third act cliche bullshit. Yeah, that's a really good one. Actually, I'm gonna watch that today. Um, oh, sorry. What If was like that might have been like $6 to $10. This was $6. Contagion. Um, this is probably my favorite virus movie. I love movies like this, and a virus. You haven't seen this. This is great, but I think most of you guys have. So, it opens up with a person on a plane, and then they land in the States, and they start getting people sick, and it's like a really bad virus, and they start bleeding, and they die quickly. But they have to track down. They like spend a lot of time, a lot of detail on this, like tracking down where ground zero, and then when she landed into New York, like who did she, the patient zero, the source, like where was she had before she got on the plane, and then when she landed, who was she on the plane talking to? When she landed, who she talked to? But like when you contain these things, it's fascinating. Like if you go to a party, you gotta find out who's at the party, and then who it's like that's like the board game Pandemic. It's like who was at the party, and then everybody at the party, like where did they go? So if the person at the party went to the gas station after, who was at the gas station, and then where did they go? It's making my fucking mind blow right now. Like it's just crazy. And they spend a lot of time like talking about how to contain it and stuff. And I love this. Is Steven Soderbergh, awesome director. Yeah, I'm so happy to have this. It was just one of those ones. Movies are so cheap now. It's like one of those movies. It's like, oh, I want to watch it again, but it's like $6 to, $4 to rent it, or $6 to own it if you can find it. Okay, so this is one of my family's favorite movies right now. Instant Family. I really like thought this was gonna be like Mark Wahlberg, like trying to like make breakfast, and he's dropping eggs, and he's flipping pancakes, and they stick to the ceiling, and then so the dog comes in, jumps on the table, and everything, the turkey goes flying out the window. I thought it was gonna be one of those dumb fucking shit movies, but it's really really well done. It's a longer movie, and longer movies tend to like be able to add more plot. Um, it's really well written, well acted, smart. The director, who also did Sex Drive, which is another phenomenal comedy, Sex Drive, if you haven't seen it. Um, but he actually went through this. He actually adopted a family of kids. So, he wanted to make a movie about what he went through. And the supporting cast is just awesome. It's really funny, really smart, and heartful and all that stuff. So, all right, I got one more. I'm so excited. This movie, I'll show it to you. Okay. So this movie, I have such a history of this movie. This is, if you're old as fuck like me, then you grew up watching VHS tapes. And you could only like get so many, like they cost, they're expensive to rent, and you're a kid, so you didn't have any money, you had to ask your parents, or whatever. Every once in a while, you could like tape them off of HBO. HBO does run like a special weekend, and then you would just you'd tape everything on the whole entire weekend, and that's your videos for like the next 6 months you could watch, right? Because they only had like 13 channels on TV. So The New Kids was one of those movies that I just latched onto as a kid, and it's got James Spader, um, the girl from Full House. That's actually the girl from Full House. I don't know her name. Sorry. Right. Um, but it's like a thriller directed by Sean Cunningham, Mr. Friday the 13th. It's just about these kids that are like new in town. They move to a town, and like back in the 80s, dude, like high school was like you could get killed. Like that's how like there was like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, like John Hughes High School, but then there was like Class 1984 High School, The Principal, that movie. new kids, like people like that brought like knives and guns to school, and like if you looked at them, like it wasn't like taking lunch money, like they would fucking knife you. So there's these psycho kids, the bullies in the school, and of course they look like they're like 30, right? But the bullies in the school would, would pick on these people, and then it just escalates and escalates till it gets like deadly. But this movie I like so much, I bought two copies of the DVD about 20 years ago, just in case I lost one or something and it went on a print. I bought two of them, and I've never done that before in my life. I bought two of them, and every once in a great while I'll search if it's on Blu-ray, and I didn't even know it was. So I went into this Bull Moose, and keep in mind this is the original poster, which I love, and then it has the VHS, sleeve thing, and it's one of my favorite movies. And it was like $8. So like it was just, it's funny. I said to Melissa, I tell you what, life, man, like life is so amazing because the coolest shit happens, dude. Like it's like like Top Gun 2 coming out in movie theaters, right? Like who would ever thought to be a Top Gun 2? And it's like life just always has these amazing little things that come along, and this is just one of these little amazing things. Um, and it's funny. I was talking to my brother. I showed my brother a picture on Facebook, Brain Chomper. I sent him a picture of this, and he goes, "Oh my god, dude, is that the original VHS tape?" I'm like, "No, it's a Blu-ray cover." He's like, "Okay, but is that a VHS?" I mean, he was so because if you take a picture of it, there's like a drop shadow, so it really does look like it's coming out of the thing. And he couldn't figure out it was actually a Blu-ray because he didn't see this, right? He just saw this. He goes, "Dude, how much is that worth?" When he thought it was a VHS. Anyhow, that's all I got. This ran kind of long, but I had a lot of fun. Um, thanks for listening to me ramble and stuff. So Merry Christmas. Let me know your pickups down below. And I guess that's it. Happy collecting from Killer Views. Bye.